Right, when it comes to building muscle, building that aesthetic physique, one of the most underrated things in the fitness industry is carbs. I spent years fearing carbs. As soon as I would start my cut, I would slash my carbs in half. I've done keto, I've done low carb, and let me tell you, if you want to build muscle as fast as possible and develop that aesthetic physique as fast as possible, the most important thing you can do beside the training, beside the recovery, the sleep, is carb maxing. Right, carbs are the most powerful tool you have, and loads of people have lied to you, making you scared of them for absolutely no reason. Right, the second you use carbs correctly, you will get leaner faster, you'll put on muscle faster, and you would actually start looking bigger because of the sheer amount of glycogen that is inside your muscles. Carbs don't make you fat. An excess amount of food makes you fat. Carbs are just your fuel. Yes, ketosis is a thing. However, carbs are just far superior. Low carb guys always look flat. Okay, when you push yourself to failure, your muscles just rely on glycogen. If you have no glycogen, your muscles are empty. And that's why when you have been going into the gym and you haven't been eating carbs, you can't actually push yourself, right? You get no pumps. And if you can't push yourself, you obviously have weaker sessions, which then literally makes it harder to build muscle. And carbs literally run some of the essential hormones inside your body. We'll get onto leptin and thyroid further down this video because it's the part nobody wants to explain. First, I need to explain how carbs actually work. When you eat carbs, they hit your blood as glucose, and pretty much your body decides where that goes. It either goes into the muscle to fuel it and refill it, or it just gets stored as fat. And that decision is called nutrient partitioning. The transporter that pulls glucose into the muscles is called GLUT4, and this transporter can get switched on in two ways: the insulin from your carbs and the training session itself. So a trained muscle that has just been depleted of all its glycogen is literally primed. It's screaming for carbs, ready to pull them straight back into that muscle. Okay, so how many carbs should you actually be eating? Right. So we want to eat as many carbs as humanly possible. So protein, okay, it's 2 grams per kg of body weight. An 80 kg person would eat 160 grams of protein. Okay, now the fats, we keep them moderate, okay? We keep them as low as we can as a natural. I'm talking like 50 grams of fat. You don't need 100 grams of fat. It won't boost your hormones, trust me. And then carbs get the rest, right? So an example is me. I'm currently on an aggressive deficit, trying to get down to 9% body fat right now. I'm eating 2,000 calories a day. I'm having 160 grams of protein because I'm about 82 kg and 50 grams of fat. That leaves around 900 calories for carbs. So 900 divided by 4 is around 225 grams of carbs, right? 225 grams of carbs each and every day while on an aggressive cut. That is a lot of carbs. Okay, so if you are in a deficit right now, you need to maximize carbs to your full potential. It's what will keep your muscle on a cut, and probably you'll gain muscle in a cut if you do these next things correctly. So this brings us on to carb timing. Okay, you need to time carbs around your training. So say you train around 3 p.m. Okay, for a pre-workout meal, you need to get in like 80 to 100 grams of carbs. Fast digesting carbs plus a bit of protein, and keeping fats extremely low for the pre-workout meal. Okay, this can literally consist of some white rice, chicken breast, and a banana. Okay, and then post-workout at around 5 p.m. you pretty much have the exact same thing, loads of carbs. So the majority of your carbs in your day go around your training. Okay, and the reason why I keep fats low pre-workout is because fat slows down the digestion, okay? And we want the carbs to be available fast for our session, of course. And the reason why this works is because a hard trained muscle that has just been emptied of glycogen pulls carbs into the muscle hard. So carbs around your training fuel the sessions correctly and refill the glycogen instead of just spilling over, getting stored as excess water and excess fat, right? And then this brings us on to carb cycling, which is so unbelievably important. It makes cutting a whole lot easier as well. So if you're training 4 times a week right now, those days are high carb days. They're the days your body actually requires carbs, right? Because you're training. And then on your rest days, the 3 other days out of the week, keep carbs extremely low. Take carbs down to like 30, and you can bump up the fats, but of course the protein stays high. So if you're not training, don't eat carbs. If you are training, slam carbs. So what carbs should you actually eat? Now, there is no 80-20 rule. You are not eating bullshit carbs. It needs to come from a good source. Okay, but let me just clear something up. The simpler it is, the easier it will be. So pick a few carb sources. Sweet potato, potatoes, fruits like bananas, strawberries, rice cakes and rice and oats, right? That's all you need for pretty much the rest of your life. Okay, if there is no variety, there will be no food noise, trust me. Now, don't skip this part. This part is very important and it is refeeds. Okay, this is how to keep your hormones stable and to actually stick to a cut. Okay, but I need to clarify, you do not need a refeed if you are above 15% body fat. Okay, once you're heading for that 10% mark, that's when we need to start implementing them. So every 1 to 2 weeks, when you are in a cut, your muscles will start depleting of all its glycogen. Okay, so be honest with yourself. Has your sessions been pretty weak recently? Even though I've been fueling my sessions correctly, eating my pre and post workout meal, but I still don't have that energy in the gym. Right now, the next thing you need to do is implement a refeed day. Okay, calories go straight up to maintenance and then the carbs go crazy. Like I'm talking 400 to 500 grams of carbs. And the reason why refeeds are extremely important is because of your leptin, your ghrelin and your thyroid. Your leptin hormone, which is pretty much the hormone that signals to your body that you are well fed. It's made by fat cells and it is very, very carb sensitive. When you have been in a deficit for weeks or even months, your leptin pretty much tanks, right? Hunger climbs and energy starts dropping, right? Alongside your metabolism, your NEAT starts to go down also, right? And a big carb day spikes that leptin all the way back up. It tells the body that it's pretty much safe and it keeps the fat loss moving, okay? Your ghrelin will rise, which is the hormone that makes you feel hungry. You know, when you wake up in the morning and you're feeling a bit hungry, that's your ghrelin. Pretty much ghrelin spikes if you have been on a diet for a long time. Okay, and a refeed completely blunts it. Okay, it's a physical break from the food noise pretty much, and that's what honestly like saves the whole diet. So please implement refeeds. And a bonus on top of that is it just refills your muscle glycogen. Yes, you will be bloated like me today. I had my refeed yesterday. The scale will jump, but your performance in the gym will be better, and there's more to life than being bloody de-bloated all the time. Okay, there's no mechanism whatsoever where keto builds more muscle than just spamming a load of carbs. Okay, so carbs aren't the enemy, bro. They're your fuel. They should be your best friend. They certainly are mine. And I am running an 8-week shred challenge. Okay, it's full one-to-one coaching with a $1,000 grand prize. Okay, it kicks off soon. Applications will close and spots are very limited. I only take on people who are genuinely serious about changing their physique, about changing their life. So link is in the description. Fill in the form. I love you, boys. Go and grow. Go and spam carbs in the gym, and I'll see you in the next one.